Well, guys, 2020 is coming to an end, and I'm here to give you one last comic book haul of the year. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you Spider Slayer's Comic Book Haul. Fans, this is episode 454, and yes, this is the video series where each and every week I show you guys what I picked up at the comic book store, and guys, where I get those comics is Comic Central, so thank you guys for providing the awesome customer service. So yes, my books were late this week due to shipping errors or maybe some diamond issues. I don't even know. But they were late. They didn't get to the shop till yesterday. And it could be a problem next week also. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that that's not going to happen. So let's not waste any more time because now it's time for the mysterious black bag. That's right, guys. And here it is. Here is the mysterious black bag, and today on top of it we have a mysterious green bag. So what's inside that green bag? You'll soon shall find out. So let's get started and see which books I wound up getting this week. I would say it's kind of a low-key week, so if there was a week for printing errors or delays in shipping, this would be the week, right? But it always throws my schedule off balance when I can't actually get my books on time. So here we go. Let's get started with the haul for this week. And the first one that we're going to be talking about is Avengers issue 40. Now, I have not read Avengers. I couldn't tell you how long, but this whole Phoenix Force thing kind of interests me. Like, who's going to be the next Phoenix person, whatever the case may be. I felt like we read this in Avengers vs. X-Men, and this could be quite interesting. Here's some of the interior artwork right from the get-go. I don't know what's going on there. I just see that character like with a Phoenix power. How we get to that point, who knows? But here's some more of that interior artwork. And hopefully I can like this story arc and maybe eventually jump on Avengers. You would think with an Avengers title out there, I should be reading it. But it just has not interested me at all. All right, so we got that one. Next book we wound up getting is a new number one. This is Ghost Rider Return of Vengeance. This is issue 1. Awesome nullified cover there of this series. I'm not a huge Ghost Rider fan, but I tell you what, when these covers come out for Ghost Rider, I'm like all over them. They're just awesome looking. Now here's some of the interior artwork for this book, and maybe this might be a book that I might like. I'm going to give the first issue a try, but chances are it's like I'm not into that demonic, weird, crazy, I don't know, magic, supernatural stuff. So I just never been a huge fan of the character, but we'll see. You never know. It could pique my interest. You know, I said that before with Daredevil and Thor and certain characters like that, and look at where those books are today. So that is the nullified cover for that. And I wound up getting the main cover here for Ghost Rider as well. I think that's a very nice looking cover too. So both covers are awesome. I couldn't decide, so I was like, oh yeah, why not buy both of those covers, right? All right, so the next one I wound up getting is Wolverine. This is issue 350. Man, this main cover is phenomenal. Technically, it's issue 8, but they're doing the legacy numbering of 350. But you have Maverick on there going against Logan, which I think is absolutely awesome. It's such a cool looking cover. This is an oversized book, so we'll see what happens. Again, this is another title that's coming off of Ten of Swords, where it takes place, what's going on in the storyline for people to jump on. Hopefully it is a good jumping on point if you're not reading the story. So there you have it. There is Wolverine issue 8. All right, next on the pile, we have some King in Black stuff. We have Namor. This is King in Black issue 2. First issue was like, but when you read King in Black issue 2, it kind of makes sense why Namor now is involved. So you can see that this book is probably going to tie in a little bit better because they have to release this Dark Tide. But man, they're still dealing with like the past when Namor was like super young and whatnot, and I hate that. I don't know what to expect here. Maybe we're gonna learn about this Dark Tide and how they can help their battle against Null. I don't know. I want this book to tie in more. This is going to be like the biggest disappointment of the year when it comes to tie-in books for this event. So that's Namor King in Black issue 2, and a waste of money for me. All right, so talking about King in Black, to celebrate Christmas and the holidays, well, we got to have a King in Black Iron Man Doctor Doom issue 1. Like, Santa Claus is symbiotic, right? Maybe that's what it is. Like, I want to see why this book exists. How does it tie into King in Black? So it looks like Doctor Doom maybe is pissed off, you know? So sorry about the glare on there. But yeah, it looks like he's kind of angry. Yeah, look at Santa Claus, right? That's so funny. Sleigh bells sting in perdition. And Santa's possessed by symbiote. Dude, that's awesome. Come on, you got to have fun with that. You can't take it seriously. Have fun with some King in Black, Iron Man, Doctor Doom. All right, so next, we got a really hot cover this year. And arguably, this, for a lot of people that have been saying that this is comic book cover of the year. This is The Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue 55. Really nice looking cover. Unfortunately, my comic book cover of the year contest is over for the year, so this didn't make the running. But it is a really nice cover. But we're dealing with the whole Kindred situation. This is the last story that has to deal with that. And, you know, Spider-Man's getting that new suit. So how does this all tie in, right? So I'm interested to see how this story plays out. Probably by the time you guys read this comic book haul, you guys have already read this issue and seen what is going on in here. So looking forward to it. This is the climactic conclusion, I guess, to Kindred. So we'll see. So that is The Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue 55. Nice cover here. All right. Next, when it comes to Marvel, we wind up getting the variant nullified cover for Wolverine. That is a nice looking cover. Like, Wolverine looks sick there, man. Just all possessed by that symbiotic nonsense goo. It just looks awesome. So great cover. I have all these nullified covers so far. All right, now it looks like we're going over to DC. So DC, I wound up getting Jenny Hex Special. This is issue 1. Now, this book was actually recommended from my good friend Kat Comic Uno, who does Comic Book Weekly with me on this channel, along with Brant. And she said this was a really good read. So I'm really looking forward to actually reading this, because I did read Young Justice, a lot of it, and they didn't explore Jenny Hex's character that much. And I want to know more about her, because she seems like a quite interesting character. So yeah, very excited to get my hands on this. This is a little bit thicker issue than usual, so looking forward to reading Jenny Hex Special issue 1. And if you guys are familiar with my podcast with my friends Comic Book Weekly that we do on another channel, Comic Frontline, but it's broadcasted here as well, we're actually doing a Kickstarter launching at the end of January to get the audio version up and running for Comic Book Weekly. So just letting you guys know about that, and hopefully you'll be able to back that. So again, coming at the end of January. And with that being said, now it's time for those Facebook shout outs. And our first shout out today goes to Jimmy Gunther. I hope I said your name right. He goes, major mail call, like father, like daughter, issue number 2 through 5. And they call her the dancer, issue 1 and 2. All signed by writer Kat Calamia. So again, that's Kat Comic Uno. She writes her own comics, like father, like daughter. The dancer, you might want to check that stuff out. All right. So I'm happy you got those books. Next, we have Sam Bankston, who's a new member to Comic Book Corner 2.0, the Webheads Unite Facebook group page, says, I need to pick up some boxes for my comics. I've just been kind of leaving them in every room of the house all year. Some of what I picked up this year. So like literally he's got comics everywhere, all over the place. Do you guys ever find yourself in that situation where your comics are all over the place? Right now in my garage, I have all my long boxes there, or short boxes, but all the comics are on top of them. I haven't had any time to put any away. So that is pretty awesome. Thank you for sharing. Next, we have Corey Miller, and he says, is anyone else way behind on reading their books, or am I the only one? It's my fault I'm pulling too many books, 20 to 25 books a week. I just dropped 12 titles at my local comic book shop. It's a start. So, guys, are you dropping any titles at the beginning of this year because you find yourself buying unnecessary comic books? And check out all that stuff he has to read. All right, and then last but not least, we have Sean Schofield. He says, I've been hunting for this for a long time. So he's got an Amazing Spider-Man issue 238. It's graded at a 6.0 CGC. Congratulations on getting that grade and finding that book. All right, so going back to the haul now, we're going to go to DC with Batman, and we have the Batman Annual issue 5. I love this show cover here as you got Batman looking at, oh, I'm sorry, it's not. It's In-Huck Lee cover where you have Batman looking down at Clown Hunter. That's so awesome. Really clean artwork there. Really love the facial expressions between the two characters. Here's some of the artwork. Probably not my favorite artwork when it comes to this Batman Annual, but I do like this little battle scene that's going on here with what I think his name is Bayo, who's playing a video game, which I think is neat. So, and here's some of that artwork there with Joker. It just looks a little off, but nevertheless, cool book. It's an annual. What to get from it, we'll soon find out. All right, and so with that, we wind up getting the main cover of the annual as well. Again, I still like this cover. This is a really nice cover too. So there we have that one. And then, since there weren't that many books this week, I was like, you know what? Let me just get Endless Winter, even though I said I wasn't going to read it anymore. So I got Justice League Endless Winter issue 2. So I wound up getting that one. And let's see the artwork inside if it's any good. The artwork's kind of off on it. But, it's not going to take me very much to read it. And then I wound up getting the Justice League Endless Winter Last Stand Against the Frost King. And obviously it's got, Jon Stewart on the cover. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I think this wraps it up, if I stand corrected, because next week is Future State. So here's some of the artwork in there too. So there are the books. Not that many. Like I said, why not finish Endless Winter and have the complete set, right? All right, so what's in the mysterious green bag, right? So here we go. So we're going to open it up, right? And I wound up getting this cool Taskmaster PVC diorama from Diamond Select Toys. Check that out. Looks super cool. I saw this Taskmaster and I was like, oh man, that's awesome. So here's the back of the box. And I was just like, God. And it came out early December. And since I read that Taskmaster comic book, that miniseries that's out, I've become a whole new fan of Taskmaster. Like, I have a total respect for that character. He was such a badass in Taskmaster issue 2, trying to beat, was it Hyperion? And he beat him. Oh my God, that was absolutely crazy. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to unbox this, and then I'm going to show you the real thing. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, so I am back and I have unboxed Taskmaster here, aka Tony Masters. So here we go. Here's the way he looks. Here is his pose. So you get to see him using his shield to deflect some kind of bullets or missile fire or whatever it is, and you get to see how it's missing. So I love the detail there that goes into that. And if you look at it, you get to see his cape, how it wraps around his entire body here. In the back, he's got some cool arrows and whatnot. And check out the length of his sword. His sword is huge. And if you read Taskmaster issue 2, it was like it got crushed like nothing. If you look at his actual face, if you can see it in there, hopefully the camera kind of focuses, the detail that goes into the face of Taskmaster is awesome. So really cool here. We get to see he's got all like 1,000 pouches around him as well, kind of going to the last resort in case he loses his battle. He comes into his bag of tricks there. So all the way around, this is a nice looking little piece here, very solid. And yeah, Taskmaster is just a pretty badass character in my opinion as well. You know, he's got those photographic reflexes, so he can mimic any type of battle and try to defeat his foe. Very smart character, you know, great looking piece here. So I'm happy to add it to my collection, and I'm happy to share it with you guys. So guys, there you have it. There is the haul for the week. Again, sorry it was late. Hopefully things get back to normal, but hey, it's 2020. What can you expect, right? At least only for a few more hours. So guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to hit that bell. And if you like my content, I'll leave you more content right here to check out. Click on one of those videos. And until next time, this is Mike Spicer signing off, and Happy New Year, guys. Take care. Bye.